Thursday, February 27th, 11 p.m. Midwest time. Monster Hunter Wilds released, and instead of playing it, I had to unpack it, and that took a little while. So while we waited, what better to do than go over the practicalities of indoor shrimp farming? So I was watching, I can't remember what channel it was, but I was getting excited for Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And they were playing some GU, which is what I really wanted to watch. Anyways, they were talking about something, and they were playing it as a joke, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Shrimp farming.
Shrimp?
Indoor shrimp farming.
Okay.
Hold on. Indoor shrimp. You know, like...
Tanks of shrimp?
Kinda, yeah.
Like the eating kind of shrimp or like the really small shrimp?
This kind.
Is that the kind you eat?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that what a shrimp looks like?
I mean, kinda, yeah. I mean, it has arms. It has arms.
Well, this is like when you eat it.
Yeah, I guess.
This is the eating. Like, there wouldn't really be a face there.
Yeah, well, isn't it just the tails?
Yeah.
So, like lobsters?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Like
they're
a small lobster?
Yeah, they're like, I mean, they're crustaceans.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen a little shrimp that's not like...
I mean, they're like a crawdad. You ever seen one of them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a shrimp. And it's the same thing. Anyways, indoor shrimp farming.
Yeah.
Okay? So here's the idea. Shrimp do not have a lot of needs because they kind of like...
They're like bottom feeders.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the term, but they don't filter feed, but they mostly eat passively, and you could feed them some stuff occasionally. So here's the deal. You get a tank. Okay? A big old fucking tank. You fill that bitch with water. You get one of those big, like, light racks. Okay, so you get your light, your big tank, and you put them in here, and their eggs are real small, and there'll be a ton of them, okay?
Yeah.
You only need to replace their water half at a time, like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a partial changing.
Yeah.
They filter feed, like they'll eat the bacteria and the algae as their main food source. You feed them once a day, regular fish food. You feed them just as much as they'll clean up the entire amount in an hour. They will multiply and prosper in your little tank, and then you just scoop them out. And you can have many of these tanks. They don't take a lot of upkeep. Scoop them out, and then you sell them to restaurants, like Red Lobster.
Okay.
And you just go up and you'd be like, hey, how much do you buy your lobsters for in bulk? Or your shrimp for in bulk? I mean, your setup costs would probably be a couple $100, right?
Yeah.
The tanks each are probably like $100. You probably want like 4 or 5 tanks. So there's like $400 in tanks. You would need 4 lights. Lights are probably about $50 each, so that's another $200. I imagine that I don't know the cost on the shrimp, but I bet you could get them like you get sea monkeys. You know, they're like sea monkey shrimps are.
Yeah.
You could probably just buy a packet of them online.
Yeah.
You could probably buy like 10,000 shrimp eggs for like $50. We'll just say shrimp for $50.
Yeah.
How long does it take for a shrimp to grow?
I'll pull up my Shrimpopedia again.
My Shrimpopedia.
No, you gotta specify animal. Otherwise it just gives you shrimp to eat. And you don't want that.
No, they're living pigs. I want to raise them to eat. Or we could just subsistence farm shrimp. We could just farm them and only eat shrimp.
This growth is rapid, up to 1 millimeter per day and 1 to 2 inches per month. And they only are about 3 inches, so yeah, it only takes a couple months.
I'm gonna say 2 months for full growth, 8 weeks. I would love to supply China buffet with shrimp, Linda. That would actually be my dream.
Brown and white shrimp are the most commonly sold in the U.S.
Okay, how long do the suckers reach sexual maturity?
Okay. They're able to reproduce once they reach about 5.5 inches long.
Okay, how many inches do they grow per for a while.
They spawn in, females typically release 500,000 to 1,000,000 eggs near the ocean floor.
Yes. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so 5 inches they need to be. How many eggs?
It says females typically release about 500,000 to 1,000,000 eggs near the ocean floor, according to Noah.
I trust Noah. That sounds about right. Fuck it.
Let's go to the Noah Fisheries about brown shrimp. I'm sure that's got everything I need on it.
I already trust Noah, so.
And they can grow up to 7 inches.
Drawing up my business proposal for my executive girlfriend.
Oh my god.
How do you sex one? These are the real questions you would have to ask before you would go into indoor shrimp
They grow
farming.
very quickly, reaching up to 2.5 inches per month in their juvenile stage.
So at about 2 months. But in perfect conditions, in 2 months I could have 1,000,000 shrimp. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
From my first female, per female. Because everybody in that video is like making fun of the guy. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Shrimp farming?
It's not, that isn't a bit, bro. If we literally do indoor shrimp farming, in a landlocked state, we become, like, so fucking rich, it's not even funny. What? You're laughing!
No, he is 100% right. Where do people get shrimp in Iowa? In Missouri, in Nebraska?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference between an ingrown shrimp and an outdoor grown shrimp? Like a natural caught shrimp. Natural caught shrimp has a place in its ecosystem. Mine are made to be eaten.
Yeah.
Nature won't collapse because people like my shrimp too much. Shrimp in the ocean, they're doing shit out there. They're breaking up all those whale carcasses and stuff.
Yeah.
Let them do it. Eat my shrimp. Eat my ethical indoor shrimp.
This is how to farm white-legged shrimp right here in this little demographic.
So anyways, my point being, they were ragging on him, but I think he was making an incredibly valid point. I mean, the biggest thing would be you would have to, before going to this, you might want to secure an offload point, because what are you going to do with fucking 10 million shrimp if nobody wants to buy them?
Yeah.
Because, like, what are the USDA, whatever? I mean, it might be a good time to get into actually independent food supply. Now that I think about it, I might not even need to vaccinate my fucking shrimp.
Would you even vaccinate shrimp?
Well, they can get disease and
Excuse
shit.
me, sir. Can you get in line to receive your flu shot?
They're animals in close proximity to each other.
They give you like a ticket, okay? For like when they call you next, okay?
To the shrimp.
Yeah. But they have so many babies. He's like 5,451,403rd.
Like Shark Tales. Please, sir, my child. He was born without any legs. My sister's baby. There you go. There's my little shrimp ticket. So anyways,
Yeah.
my point being,
He was right. You should farm shrimp.
the maintenance, from what he was saying, the maintenance is basically you just do partial water changes like once a week or so, and you just feed them regular old fish food like once a day, as much as they can. They'll clean it up entirely in an hour, and then they just eat the algae and shit. You'd have like some substrate at the bottom for it to grow on.
Yeah, I seen some different types of shrimp, like different types of bottoms. Some like sandy, some like muddy.
And yeah, you just get a couple of these tanks. You'd have a nursery. You'd probably want to be able to sex them, because you wouldn't want to just let them go entirely crazy in the one tank, right? You'd want to get the eggs out so they can grow, because they'll probably just eat the babies.
Yeah.
Then they're small enough. 6 million babies floating in the air.
Yeah, they'll just eat them, I bet.
So I'd probably want to scoop out the eggs. That's something they didn't mention, but you'd probably want to do, and have a nursery tank for them to grow up to be big enough to not get eaten.
Yeah.
That's a shit ton of eggs. Even if only like, in nature, like what's the percentage that make it? When they have all these predators and not a benevolent god taking care of them.
Brown shrimp.
That's still 20,000 shrimp. Even if I had the natural mortality rate, which I should far exceed it, even if I'm a bad hatchery.
Okay, so there's the answer, but it's very wordy.
Generally, males attain only 3/5 of female weight and 5/6 of female length. Females are further distinguished by the presence of closed sticulum located on the ventral. That's like the inside, right?
Ventral, yeah.
Sternum, so like their bottom middle
Yeah.
of the thorax of their body.
Yeah.
Well, males are identified by the presence of the pentasma.
A saddle shape. This man asked, is this a female or a male?
Hang on, gotta finish coloring my saddle. That's a saddle.
That's a saddle, and you'd be right. It has a saddle.
That's a female.
It says that the thing on their back is basically unfertilized eggs.
You know what's wild, bro?
Yeah.
Everybody loves shrimp. Maybe not everybody, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People love shrimp. People love lobster. People love crab.
Yeah.
You know what those guys are?
Crustaceans?
Crustaceans. You know what else is a crustacean?
Isopods?
Isopods. Maybe, I don't know. Cockroaches is what I'm getting at.
Oh.
They're sea roaches. All of a sudden, when you say, hey guys, let's eat some fucking cockroaches, everybody all of a sudden has a problem with it. They got the same stuff inside them. More or less.
Ew. Now, if only we could make them bigger.
Cut that man in half. He's got some tasty shrimp meat in him.
No.
So I'm gonna make my closing statement now.
Okay.
My point is, in landlocked states, this could be a good small operation. If anybody wants to invest in my indoor shrimp farm, hit me up. My email is in the channel description. So if anyone wants to sponsor a shrimp farm, I don't have a place to do it in my home. I need to rent a shack or a storage unit. A storage unit. Just throw an extra fucking $50 a month on it.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Some of them even have plugins.